Hello and welcome to Take Six. I am streaming executive producer Thomas Mates in for Julie Broughton. She is out on assignment right now. She'll actually be joining us. Oop, that is not the right super for that. I apologize. She'll be joining us coming up in just a little bit from out in the field. She is doing a special shopping trip, all to help out the Salvation Army's Angel Tree campaign. But before we get to that, we are going to be talking about the high seas. Today, the Disney Treasure is going to be taking off with members of the New Six crew on board to show us all of the fascinating stuff that are on this brand new Triton-class ship. To tell us more about that, we are joined right now by New Six digital producer Haley Coombs. Haley, usually the theme parks keep you on dry land, but not today.
Yes. You know what? I don't make it over to the port very often. It's been a while, actually, probably pre-COVID. And when we came up over that overpass to see all the ships in the harbor, including the Treasure, I really was taken aback of like, oh, there it is. And just, any other ship here. And actually, you see behind me, that's right there, that's the Wish. So parked right next to the sister ship of the Disney Cruise Line. So
yeah, that was the last one to make its way out there, correct?
Correct. So that was the first ship in this Triton class. Treasure's the second, and then next year we have the Destiny going out of the Port Everglades. So,
wow, and
exciting era.
Yeah, and this Triton class, that's the largest class of Disney cruise ship so far, correct?
Yes, correct. Yep. So, but yeah, I mean, talk about a thing of beauty. We've been on here probably about a half hour or so. We got in, and yeah, looking at our port cam right now, and it's safe to say the outside camera looking at the port is probably everyone's favorite at the station, because so often we look at it and we're like,
Well, the wish has come true for Haley Coombs.
It has. Yes, it has. So I know it'd be more fitting if you're on the Wish, but
yes,
as I've been saying, people, it's been a December to Treasure fittingly. So but yes, we were on the media sailing today. We go on three nights across, going over to Disney Island, Castaway Cay. But for the first paying passengers of the Disney Treasure, they set sail on December 21st. So coming right up.
Yeah, so not too long for people to have to wait to check this out. And just, I don't think the video there really does it justice. This thing is a floating city. Can you give us like a little bit of an idea of the scope and the size of it?
Yes. So we walked on into the Grand Hall. It was a grand entrance, and then there are 13 decks, I believe. We're on the 10th, and so, but yeah, it is very much a small city. It's gotten all the stories that Disney wants to encompass, featuring Aladdin, Coco, Star Wars, Zootopia. So, but we're just only a certain percentage of passengers this can hold. So, but yes.
Yeah, incredible. So let's jump back just in time just a little bit. Before we get to this thing is brand new, like we said. It was just christened recently, and that was in and of itself quite a sight.
Yes, for sure. It was the fanfare that only Disney can do, and that was last month in New York City. Of course, Josh D'Amaro, the chief of Disney Experience, was there, along with Bob Iger, CEO of Disney. So, but yeah, this is some of the drone footage that they did, and they're tributes of what is on board. You can see, including again Aladdin, Coco. There was Madame Leota at one point. Oh, the hitchhiking ghost. Because I think the big highlight on this ship, and I will absolutely say what I'm looking forward to, is the Haunted Mansion parlor. So
yes,
I'm very excited to do a write-up on that and tell you guys all about it. So, but yeah, so lots of Haunted Mansion for fans out there. So
yes. The crown jewel of Disney goths everywhere. Yes. So let's take a little bit of a look inside. We've got some video provided to us by Disney before we got on there. This is obviously the exteriors of the ship and everything like that as it was sailing in toward its new home here in Florida. And let's see if we can skip ahead just a little bit, get to some of that interior video. There we go. There's the Haunted Mansion. What is it that makes this so special and unique?
So I think what makes it so special and unique is this. One of the things that the Disney Treasure is doing, and it's the first ship to do this, is that it's going to pay direct tribute to a Disney park attraction. So there's going to be all the classics, style that you familiarize with the Haunted Mansion, including the ghosts. But one thing I'm very much looking forward to is there's a bust in that parlor that is a tribute to one of the original Imagineers of the attraction.
I think we're looking at him right now.
Actually, you can see it right there.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to highlight that. So, but again, I am not sure. I'll get a better idea for like drinks you can do, but of course, I'm very excited to see what prices they have to see what's out of my range. So, but yeah, we walked into the Grand Hall, and as a millennial who grew up watching Aladdin, I mean, I'm actually wearing an Aladdin shirt right now.
Yep.
I have to say, I can't think of a better way to have a grand entrance into a cruise ship. So, but yeah, the Grand Hall is themed to Aladdin. Aladdin and Jasmine were greeting us when we walked in. So, I mean, yeah, what an entrance. And then for the first time ever, we're seeing footage of actually Plaza de Coco here. It's one of the dining experience on. And this is the first time Coco is getting its own like world debut of an actual tribute in a restaurant. So, and if you're familiar with that story, it takes place after the movie with Miguel and his family. And of course, lots of music. So they've taken on the musical dream and making it into their own theme of a restaurant. So,
yeah. So this thing is basically a mini Disneyland at sea. With all the shows.
Really is.
I think you called it a Broadway stage on the water in one of your stories.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Broadway on the water. I mean, it's going to have Disney, The Tale of Moana is going to be an original Broadway show on here. There's going to be a Beauty and the Beast show. So, but I know the one that is going to be really special to see is that Moana one, because I mean, she's the ocean princess. So how fitting, right? She has to have her own show on the high seas. So yeah.
Absolutely. So walk us through a little bit of your journey. I mean, obviously this is not a pleasure cruise for you. This is a working trip. You are going to be hustling and bustling. You and Crystal Moyer, new 6 Anchor and Insider Guide, will be getting your steps in this week, schlepping from one end of the ship to the other. Walk us through a little bit of what all we have you doing out there.
Yeah, so like I said, at 1:40, I start off at the Haunted Mansion bar, so I'm going to be skipping on down to that in just how long are we? About an hour. So, but yeah, she'll be giving you reports on, again, a lot of the dining experience, the entertainment. Tonight, I have dining reservation at the World of Marvel, which is their version of the Marvel restaurant. Its sister ship, The Wish, Hazel also has a Marvel-themed restaurant with the Worlds of Marvel. So that's something I'm looking forward to today, of course. But couple other highlights on this ship as far as eating. Jumbo Sweets is, of course, themed to Zootopia, and that's going to have all your candy and ice cream for those who have a sweet tooth aboard the ship. So, but yeah, that's one of the highlights. Going back to what I was saying earlier about this ship paying tribute to Disney Parks attractions, one of the other dining experiences here is the Skipper Society, which is a tribute to the Jungle Cruise. So that's also on my list and my itinerary. So, and then, oh yes, another one, this is for all the fans of classic Disney stuff, is the Periscope Pub, which is, of course, tribute to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yes. The pedant in me likes to remind people whenever I hear 20,000 leagues. A league is a measure of distance, not a measure of depth. A fathom is a measure of depth. So people always misconstrue what 20,000 leagues under the sea means. And also 20,000 leagues under the sea is like, 3 times around the circumference of the world. So something like that. So just, again, that's me being pedantic.
I forget who I was talking to, because I've never read the Jules Verne novel, but I know it should be, I guess it should be on my list to eventually read, but I know. I was actually watching the movie last night a little bit, just because it is that classic era, that golden era of Disney, where I'm just like, I love it so much. Yeah,
a movie filmed decades and decades ago, still, propping its head into, the most relevant of Disney pop culture and the Disney wish here, So, or the Disney treasure. I apologize. I don't want to get emails about that.
I know.
Yes.
I have to stop myself too, and I'm just like, Destiny, or like, one coming out next year. So exactly. I know they're all so close together.
I'm guessing you already have a trip to look forward to on the Destiny as well.
Maybe. I know I don't
Maybe.
want to get my hopes up,
This
but
is
I would
Crystal's
hope
second, so
so.
we gotta keep our theme park expert out there.
That is true. I mean, I wasn't. Yeah, I didn't have the pleasure of doing the Wish, but hey, I mean, I'll take 2 out of 3. That'll
Yeah, right. Why not? Sorry, I cut you off there. What were you saying?
I was funny. I was actually talking with one of our fellow digital editors, Brandon Hogan, because he was born and raised in Central Florida, and he was talking about all the homages on the ship, and again talking about Periscope Pub, and I was saying the name. He was being a perfectionist too, or purist, Disney purist. It was like the Nautilus doesn't have a Periscope, and I'm like, yeah, actually, that's very true.
Yeah, get
So,
on the
but hey,
ball, Disney.
I guess alliteration is, what they were going
Right,
for.
yeah.
So,
All right. Well, I know you
so
have a very busy day ahead of you and very busy days ahead of you. This is not the last we're going to be seeing of you, though. This is just a teaser of everything. You and Crystal are going to
yes,
be tag teaming everything. She's going to be showing up tonight at 6, right here on News 6 and on News 6 Plus and clickorlando.com and probably the News 6 YouTube page and every other place that you can imagine. And I know you'll be tagging along with her. And I don't want to say tagging along. You'll be teaming up with her for that. I think tomorrow here on Take 6, we're going to see you both together. And then again on Wednesday. Thursday, we'll
yep,
have some more as you guys get back to dry land finally. And then we'll see how things
yeah.
develop from there. I hope that everything goes super smoothly for you guys and that it's not just the backbreaking labor of getting footage and filming and schlepping all over the creation. I hope you get to enjoy yourself.
Thank you. I know it. I am trying to. I feel like it's a wedding day, and I'm the
Hmm.
bride. It's like I have to trying to have fun, but also like fitting into all the events and where I have to be. So yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Make
thank
your
you.
face seen and make sure you're talking to all the right
Yes.
people. All right. Well, you have a great day. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, and we'll see more from Crystal tonight at 6.
Awesome. Thank
All
you.
right. Take it easy. All right, with that, we are going to take a commercial break, but then when we get back, we'll be talking with News 6 anchor and meteorologist Julie Broughton. She is out in the field getting ready for a very special shopping trip with Major Ken Chapman and Lisa Bell, and I believe Ginger Gadsden. We'll find out for sure when we talk to Julie, but that's going to be coming up in about 2 minutes. They are going to be shopping for the Angel Tree campaign, making sure that all of the angels that are up for adoption this year have something special that they can wake up to on Christmas morning. That'll be coming up in just a few minutes. Hey, we're still about 90 out, but I just want to get a quick mic check.
Yes, hello, hello. Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, hello.
Perfect. All right, thank you. I'll talk to you again in about 90 seconds.
Awesome. Okay, sounds good.
Hello and welcome back to Take 6. I'm streaming executive producer Thomas Mates, and if you're just joining us now, you're probably wondering, where is Julie Broughton? Well, I have the answer for you. She is out in the field today. She is getting ready for a very special shopping spree. Julie, thank you for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you as well. So, you're normally on this side of things. Now you're out in the field.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about why you are out there in the world today.
Yes, well, as you know, every year we work with the Salvation Army and BFAR contracting to get results for the Angel Tree. This year, we are making sure 5,000 kids and 1,000 seniors wake up to something special under the Christmas tree. And part of that, not only is you bringing in those donations and sponsoring angels, but also our phone bank we had last week on Giving Tuesday, where you donated more than $200,000 for any forgotten angels. And that's what this shopping trip is all about today. So we are getting ready in a few minutes to head into Target. Lisa Bell will be here. She texted me she's stuck in traffic, but she is on her way. Ginger Gadsden will be here. And we are meeting up with Major Ken Chapman, and we will have a stack of all the angels who weren't picked off the tree, or any angels who maybe were picked but didn't get everything on their want and need list. So this really supplements all of the donations that so many people across Central Florida have brought in so that everyone can have a really great Christmas.
Yeah, and this shopping trip for you is an annual tradition. You go out there. The past how many years have you been doing this with us now?
I feel like we started doing Angel Tree as a station maybe in 2015, I think. A long time. So
Yes.
every year that we've done it, we always do the shopping trip. Sometimes we bring our kids. Obviously, as they've gotten older, that's a little more difficult. But I think that's last year. Yeah, that's
Yes.
Lisa. You know, Lisa has to be in charge of the cart. She likes the cart.
Yes.
So we do this every year. It's fun to get out of the station, and also it's really fun to get to pick out items with someone else's money and know that this really is going to make a difference in someone's lives. And, you know, the major was saying that the older boys, like the 12-year-old boys, are really hard to shop for. Everybody wants to shop for the toddlers and the babies. So it's good to get to, you know, participate in the process in a very hands-on way that is fun and makes a difference to people.
Yeah, I'm sure. You know,
I'm a Barbie expert, in case you didn't know. I was selecting those Barbies.
You did seem to have like a precise calculation in mind there.
Yes, I spent a lot of years playing Barbies. My daughter's 15, so that era is over for us, but I'm very experienced in all the things of the Barbie world.
Yes. You know, I was about to say, actually, you know, your daughter is a little bit older, so it's got to be fun for you to kind of revisit the shopping for younger kids and getting all the toys and the Legos and the Barbies, of course.
Right. Yeah, and you know, when you're kind of in that season of very small children who need a lot of hands-on help all the time, you think that season's never going to end. And now, you know, when they're older, you do miss it. And, you know, getting to pick out the games and all that fun stuff, it is nice. And of course, Lisa has 2 young boys, so she's really good at knowing what is popular with young boys. And I feel like Ginger is everyone's cool aunt, so she's just very in tune with everyone on the list.
Yes, yes. So you guys are going to be working, obviously not the full $250,000 that we raised, but a portion of that is you could clear out the store for that. Obviously, a portion of that, though, you guys are going to be loading up several carts for these kids, and then it's all going over to the Joy Center for Distribution Day. And of course, the Distribution Day is really what it's all about. Walk us through, just for people who haven't seen it before, what is that like?
Yeah. Distribution Day is absolutely incredible. Salvation Army volunteers work for months to organize the Joy Center, and they have such a precise system where you walk in and, you know, we'll be out there. Distribution Day is next Tuesday, and you'll see it in great detail. On the floor, they have just, you know, for entire warehouses, squares on the floor numbered that correspond to angels on those cards that you pull off the tree. And so volunteers put all of the gifts in those squares. So when the families come to collect their gifts, and for the past few years, because of the pandemic, we've been doing it as a drive-through. This year, the major was telling me we're going back to the process where the family comes in and you can have a little more one-on-one time with them and walk with them and talk with them and learn more about their lives. But it is such a smooth process. I don't know how these volunteers make it run so smooth. You would think to distribute gifts to 6,000 families, in 1 or 2 days, it would be chaotic. The families come in, they have a lot of time, they get a stocking, they get a teddy bear. The teddy bears are dressed up by volunteers from Disney and different corporate sponsors. Then you walk with them to get their gifts. A lot of times there are bikes. There's an entire room dedicated to bikes. And then you walk out, and if they need help loading their car, you help them do that. And it really is a nice time. And I know Major Jessie Chapman, Major Ken Chapman's wife, she has interviewed every single family that is on the Angel Tree and really been able to get to know them and talk about their needs. And they can help with needs throughout the year, not just here at Christmas.
Yeah, it is really impressive. I've been out there a couple times over the past couple years, and just from like our perspective on the news side of things, like it's a long day. You are on your feet all day. You are helping to move things around. You're also, getting all your interviews and all your shots and everything like that. And it's a little emotionally exhausting too, because you see so many smiling faces and so many people breaking down in tears because they're so happy that they are able to provide for their families. And then, but that's just us. The volunteers are just going and going and going and lugging things back and forth. And like it the whole time, everyone's got a smile on their face. It's not a bad day for anyone who's out there at the Joy Center.
No, it is always a really great day. We look forward to it. And yes, of course, the volunteers put in countless hours of work, and I can't imagine all the late nights that they work on making this happen. But when you see the families and when you meet the families and you hear the stories, so many times you'll meet volunteers as well who maybe benefited from the Angel Tree one year and now they're back donating their time. So it's something that it seems like once people get involved with the Angel Tree on any capacity, they do stay with it because it really is so rewarding, and you see the benefits of it. That all of this is helping families right here in our community, and also you really never know when you could be one who goes through a hard time and then you turn to an organization like the Salvation Army for help. So it really is a great day. And again, distribution day is a week from tomorrow, and we do all of our newscasts from 4 to 7 live out there. So we will all be out there sharing the stories, and it's just always a really special day for everyone.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to it. It's the end of a very long process for everyone, but the rewards are unmatched. I'm going to let you go in just a second so that you can go and do your shopping trip, meet up with Major Ken Chapman and Lisa and Ginger, of course. But before I let you go, could I trouble you for a quick forecast?
Absolutely. I will tell you, I'm having a little bit of an air conditioning issue in my car. So I'm sitting here in the parking lot, and it's a little toasty out here. So we promised you a warming trend. That warming trend is here. We're going to a high today in the upper 70s. We're already definitely at least in the mid 70s right now. And then tomorrow will be even a little bit warmer, 81 for a high tomorrow. But look what happens on Wednesday. You'll see that chance of rain going up to 50%. That is because of a front. That front should push through during the day. So I was looking at some models before I headed out here. Looks like some of the showers should start to move into our northern counties by the late morning, early afternoon, and then exit our southern counties by the late afternoon hours around 6, 7 o'clock. But look at Thursday. Look what happens behind that front. This is a strong front. So we'll wake up Thursday morning in the low 40s in Orlando. That means 30s northwest of I-4, 61 for our high on Thursday. And then Friday, we go right back into the 70s. Of course, we will have much more on your full forecast coming up on News 6 starting at 4. And we will also bring you a story from our shopping trip later this afternoon. I don't know what time that'll be, but we'll be talking about that throughout the afternoon as well.
Yes, excellent. We're all looking forward to it. Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to let you get out to meet up with everyone and make sure that those kids get a lot of great gifts. All right.
Absolutely. We're ready. We carb loaded and we're ready to shop.
Excellent. All right. We'll talk soon. Have a great day. All right. And that'll do it for us here on Take 6. Thank you so much for joining us. As Julie said, we'll be back at 4 right here on News 6 Plus and on clickorlando.com and on News 6 on broadcast. We'll have all of your weather and all of your stories from today that'll be coming up today at 4 o'clock, as I just said, and I'm repeating myself now, so I'm going to let you all go. Thank you again for joining us. I hope that you have a pleasant day.